Hey everybody, welcome back to Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Last time we completed the Sena extra scenes and now we've gone back to Mary and we're going to go through Kiri's extra scenes starting with Math Club, which I'm excited. We're in May, so the new math club member doesn't happen till sort of the end of the game, but I hope that gets resolved because I'm really convinced it's someone we know. But we know it's a first year, and I don't think it would be Sena or Hina, so maybe not. But I think this scene seems to take place before we really get anything with Kiri and Sono, so this should be interesting. When's Tsukio-chan gonna get here? I anxiously awaited Tsukio-chan's arrival. It was a little unbearable. I didn't think I'd take so much damage just from not seeing Tsukio-chan's face for a few days. I'd been able to enjoy holidays from school before, and I'd never felt like I had too much free time. But it's been different since I started school here, since I met Tsukio-chan. I should have come up with some reason to stop by during the break. It's bad enough that I was even starting to think stalker and training thoughts like that. You might expect to get used to and bored of any cute things you see too often, but that rule doesn't seem to apply to Tsukio-chan. I want to admire her always and everywhere. Oh, if only I could hold Tsukio-chan in my arms from morning until night and lovingly stroke her all the while. Stroke her? I'm just gonna maybe be a little more specific, Kiri. Alone together with Tsukio-chan, I could hug her and occasionally hug her, and if I get bored, hug her again, and I could hold her and embrace her and squeeze her. I can't stop. What is this wonderful delusion? It's so strong I'm gonna start drooling. Sensei is going to talk to the nurse, okay? Huh? Tsukio-chan? Forget that. It was nothing. I'm such an idiot. Oh, Tsukio-chan, come back to me. It's weird that we now have these animations that I've never seen before in the main story with these characters sliding off screen. Like they're rushing away. Anytime a character is rushed or ran, it's been that weird blur effect. So why now did they just start using this weird slide off screen effect? I don't know if I like it. I think I like it less than the blur effect, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of makes the sprites seem just more not delusional. I'm in Kiri mode. It makes the sprites seem more static than they already are. Geez, I'm trying to take club activities mostly seriously, but when I'm alone with Tsukio-chan, I just can't help myself. It's been like this since last year. I haven't changed ever since I took over the math club and kept it from disbanding. So there was a math club before this. Who was in the math club previously? I don't think it matters, but that's some nice backstory. I've always liked math, but I didn't really know anything about the math club, and I'd never given any thought to joining it. Rather, it's Tsukio-chan's who's been stuck in my mind since the entrance ceremony. I think about her at school, naturally, and she's still on my mind at home, and I even dream about her sometimes. Ever since that day, I couldn't take it anymore and spoke to her. Really? Why don't you join the math club then? Huh? The math club? Why? Sensei is the advisor for the math club. What? Why? Even though you teach classic lit? Yeah, the old math club advisor left right when I started here, so we had an exchange like that. The math club, huh? What do you think? The last member just graduated in spring, so there's no one in it now. At this rate, it'll be shut down. Huh? Then there'd be one advisor and one member? Right. You'd become the president by default. And we'd be alone together the whole time after school. Whoa, I'll join the math club. And with that, I became the sole member of the math club. Of course, in the beginning it was only for the impure motive of being alone with Sukiyo-chan after school. Yep, I won't deny that. Actually, that was like 100% of the reason why. But I think it's also true that I wouldn't have done so much for the club if I were just here for her. I only joined because of Sukiyo-chan, but it was like I only discovered my passion for math. But it was like I also discovered my passion for math. That's always how it starts. It's always a girl or a dude, if that's your preference, and you follow them to like whatever they're doing, a passion or a club like this, and then you find out you love it, love what it is. I had that experience with field hockey growing up. It was like I played field hockey because there was a girl I liked who played field hockey, and then I found out I really loved field hockey. So it's always a girl or a dude, whichever you prefer. A bunch of stuff happened. It was different to even keep the club around with just one member, and I almost had to become some sort of club room nomad. When the math club had almost disbanded, its room was turned over to another club. It had been so much work trying to acquire a replacement. In the end, I had to be persistent. I found a classroom being used as a storage room, and I had to argue that we should be able to use it instead. I'm a little proud of how hard I fought, if I do say so myself. Oh, Kiri, you are adorable. I love that you love math. I'm awful at math, so I almost like appreciate and admire your passion. Though I'm still kind of confused what the math club actually does. Because in the main story, it didn't seem like they do any kind of like competitions or really interactive stuff. And maybe with only one member, you can't really do any of that. But it almost seems like, why would the club exist at all? Like, wouldn't the school like put down their hand and be like, this is a waste. You can't have a club with one member. Or maybe that's not fair. Maybe it's okay to have a club with one member. I don't know. But why is Sukiyo so invested in the math club? Is it just because she's a workaholic? And so she doesn't want to see like this club that she's been working with and advising go away, because then she's like, what am I gonna do with my afternoons? Because I still can't figure out why Sukiyo cares so much about the math club in the first place, to even find a replacement or to find a member to keep it going. Stop, Tsurugmine-san, you'll spill your juice. With all the cleaning and other stuff, it had taken like a week to even get to the point where we could have some celebratory juice. Though those are all good memories now, and my after-school happiness has continued since. Though it's nice to see this like backstory with them, because I always wondered why the two seem so close. Because we kind of come in the middle of their, relationship. And they seem to have like a really close bond. And we don't really see what builds up to that. So this is kind of nice. Let me start with the announcements, okay? Have you calmed down, Tsurugmine-san? You can't fool around like that, alright? I'm always super serious. I'd finally coaxed Sensei back into the room after her earlier retreat, and today's club activities began. We started with the usual sort of meeting. The subjects are always something boring and bland. Though just being alone with Sukiyo-chan is enough to get my blood pumping. But today was different. I have some good news. What? What is it? Are you going to split in two and have a double cuteness campaign or something? Whoa, what the heck? That's awesome. I can't take this. Please be serious, Tsurugmine-san. I'm always extremely serious when it comes to Sukiyo-chan, though. Tsurugmine-san? I'm sorry, so what's your good news, Sukiyo-chan? Well, last year we weren't able to get a budget for the math club because of timing and everything, right? Certainly. Sukio-chan's been paying for most of our club's expenses out of her own pocket this whole time. Well, it's not as if the math club has that many expenses when you're not buying computers and such. Math is a subject you can pursue with just pencils and paper after all. Starting this semester, we have a proper budget. Huh? It's almost like we're a real club. We are a real club, you know. Anyway, we finally got permission from the school. It's just, I'm sorry, but it won't be that much. Or rather, it's kind of it's a pretty small sum. Well, just going to something from nothing is a big step. Maybe we'll be able to build up the club inventory. Though all I can think to buy at the moment are magazines. What would you need magazines for? What would a club inventory for a math club need? Someone enlighten me. I'm not sure I'm following this logic. But then again, like I never really did a lot of club stuff in high school. Even in college. So, I don't know. Maybe clubs need inventory. A math club might need inventory. Are there math magazines or something for people? Yeah, first we get a whole bunch of cute things here, so we have a marvelous world of tiny little... First, we should recruit some members. What? Members? Sukio-chan, does that mean I'm not good enough for you? What? This is kind of... Huh? As I watched the respect and patience drain from Sensei's eyes, I rushed to correct myself. No, it's not like I've been slacking on recruitment or anything until now, Sukio-chan, really. I just wasn't thinking about it at all. I just think with a club like this, people should really only join if they really like it, you know? You know? We can't force people who don't even like math to join the club, right? That wouldn't be good. You do have a point, but this is a club, so we have to treat it like one. Yeah. We won't be able to recruit many members with this kind of budget. I suppose it would be best for the club to grow slowly and steadily. What she said was reasonable, and she doesn't seem to be pushing for any extreme changes yet. I guess I'm a little relieved. Honestly, it's a little difficult for me to see people joining a math club nowadays, and to add to that, it's not exactly recruitment season. And it's incredibly comforting me to have a place where Sukio-chan and I can be alone together. I guess my stronger feeling is the hope that this situation continues as is, for a little longer. Sorry, Sukio-chan, but I guess I just want to monopolize you. Okay. Now, I don't think there's anything new in September, right? This is all essentially old Apple scenes, right? But I just want to go through them because I'm afraid of skipping something and messing up the whole sequence. Though I guess nothing would have... That would be the only scene unlocked, so I couldn't do that. But I also don't want to sit here and waste all your guys' times. Even though I could edit some of this out, but it's much easier for me if I don't have to do any crazy edits. I guess we're moving here to August. Yep. So August, this is summer camp time. Summer camp. I love summer camp. The best stuff happens at summer camp. Best stuff happens at summer camp. I took off my glasses and wiped the nose pads with the cleaning cloth. Partly because the summer heat always makes them sweaty, but also because I'd been staring at charts and need to rest my eyes a bit. Charts of each club's camp schedule and what equipment and supplies they needed. Of course, officially, I'm participating in the summer camp with the math club, but that's really just a pretext. From the beginning, I've only been participating to give Tsukio-chan a hand with overseeing the camp and her work as the festival committee advisor. I can handle all this. I did it last year too. This year actually seems easier since I'm used to it. But the heck? What the heck? Leaving me alone to watch the room is a little what the heck, don't you think? I'm here at the camp too, aren't I? Shouldn't my advisor, Tsukio-chan, be watching me? But she's out doing her rounds or something. If she was gonna go out, why didn't she bring me? No, this isn't good. All my frustration's building up, and I feel like I'm just gonna, Deep breath. Calm down. What exactly are you going to, and how are you going to, it for me? Oh, how are you gonna, it me? Not for me. That'd be a little weird to say. I need some fresh air. I know what the problem is. It feels like Tsukio-chan's scent is still in the room. It's making me go through withdrawal. I opened the window and sucked in a deep breath of the muggy summer air. Then I saw a familiar face walk past under the window. It's Tomi-san and Hina-chan. Oh, she didn't call her Tomi-chan. Doesn't Kiri usually call Tomi-chan? Not Tomi-san? Tomi-san's ponytail is pretty cool, and the way she stares off into the distance sometimes is kind of striking too. We're in the same grade, but we've never been in a class together and don't see each other often, so I never really thought of her as much more than Anno's friend. Well, I mean, Tsukio-chan's always number one for me anyway. I don't know, Kiri. What about the Herculean Hina? You were quite taken by her when you first saw her. I mean, we know Tsukio's number one, but I'm just saying. Yeah, you guys have been seeing each other a little more often, which again goes beyond Kiri's understanding of and comprehension of the bigger picture here, but it's kind of funny when you think of it in the whole context of the main story and what Yuna knows and what we know as the player with Sachi and Megumi. These quote-unquote coincidences that turn out to have a lot more meaning behind them than anyone really knows. She showed up again today when we were at our wits' end and helped us with our work. She took all the stuff that looked really annoying and finished it in no time. She said she was just helping us while she wasn't busy cooking for the track team, but I think she still deserves some thanks, right? Tomi-san! I was in the middle of calling her name when I stopped. She was ruffling Hina-chan's hair while they were chatting. Oh, it's adorable! Oh my, I wish we could see that, like in a CGI. I can't, I gotta stop imagining it, because I'm not gonna be able to continue if I keep thinking about Yuna ruffling Hina's hair. Oh my god, it's so cute. I would stop dead in my tracks too, like Kiri did. Makes complete sense to me. It was clear even from a distance that the gesture was completely natural for the two of them. That kinda looks really nice. Hina-chan is Tomi-san's childhood friend. She's a Herculean first girl who's on my radar for being a bit wild. Though Tsukio-chan's the cutest at Shoujo, of course. Well, that answers my inquiry from earlier. And I'm in a relationship with Tsukio-chan now, but seeing how close those two look really make me conscious of that. If only Tsukio-chan and I could... Well, we probably couldn't be that natural with each other yet. First, there's our public appearance of student and teacher we have to consider. But I kinda have the wrong personality for that, huh? Even I know it. Tsukio-chan's just so cute that I end up getting way too excited whenever we're alone together. Because of that, it's kinda super intimidating whenever I get the chance to touch her. I start thinking of her as fragile and handled with care. Even though I've hugged her a whole bunch before, now that we're going out, I'm suddenly aware of it. I mean, I'm really big, and Tsukio-chan's really small. Maybe we could be more natural with each other if I were as cute as she is? Oh, you are cute, Kiri. That's, like, you are cute. But my cute ideal and my actual self are just too different. First, there's my name, with sword and Palowinia in it. It's like, which Sengoku commander am I supposed to be exactly? And don't get me started on my height. What is Palowinia, if I'm even pronouncing that right? I've never heard of that before. But I'm guessing it has something to do with the Sengoku commander. Again, I don't know. Someone enlighten me. Tell me in the comments if you know. If you don't, we'll just wallow together in our naivete. It's cool. I was pretty disappointed the last time I measured it. I'm even taller. 2 centimeters more than when I first met Tsukio-chan. Keep going like this and I'll hit 170 centimeters. And I don't think I'm about to stop growing anytime soon. Sprouting up like this has got to exclude me from the range of cute no matter how I think about it. It's kind of a complex of mine. But now that I think about it, maybe this complex is why I started liking cute stuff so much. So maybe it led to my dating Tsukio-chan now, but that's always a really interesting mindset I see employed in a lot of characters like Kiri who have this like obsession with cute things. It seems to come from this complex of the person themselves doesn't see themselves as cute, so they just are attracted to those things. And I don't know, like I don't see it that often, but it seems to pop up in other narratives, and I don't know. I don't know if I really buy it. I mean, I do because it's in the narrative, but I guess I've never met anyone in real life. Because I know people in real life who like things that are cute. But I don't think it's ever been for a reason of, oh, I just don't see myself as cute, so I like things that are cute. So it's always really interesting to me when that's the justification that gets brought up. I still wish I could be cuter. Right, not just my appearance, but maybe how I talk too. Those thoughts just ended up coming out of my mouth, I guess. Yeah, I wish I could have been cuter. Hop. I think just having a weird catchphrase is cheating, but most of all, well, that doesn't suit me at all. It sounded so bad coming from me that I just kind of brought myself down doing it. I'm glad no one's here, especially since Tsukio-chan's gone. I turned around with a grimace and... Ah, do you have a moment? Whoa, Aryo-san? Wait, when did you get here? Just now. I had something I wanted to check. Aryo-san's helping Tsukio-chan with her work too. She's also overseeing the camp for the disciplinary committee, so it's not odd for her to show up here. That's fine. The problem is... well, what am I, did you hear? Hear what? Good, it looks like she didn't. But, well, I don't think you should worry about it too much. Ah, you did hear! My face suddenly flared up. Not from the summer heat, but because I was so frickin' embarrassed. My face must have been bright red. Yes, you should worry about it. Just carry on. Meow. What is with you? What is this? I don't know what's going on in this scene. Huh? Did I just hear something? Well, Sono-sensei doesn't appear to be here, so I'll just be going. Meow. I mean, Aki's such a tease. Oh, Aki is so... What was that? I love it. And Aryo-san trotted down, right? She trotted down the hallway. I can't imagine Aki trotting. But that's... Yeah, I'm confused too and bewildered. Just that whole conversation was weird. Huh? Wait, was that a gag? From Haruo-san? Whoa, seriously? I just saw and heard something super rare. Wait, so she likes to make jokes? Whoa. If I think about it like I did something I'm not used to and heard something unusual because of it, does it make it okay? No way. You shouldn't do things that don't suit you. Just thinking about it makes me want to strangle me from a few minutes ago. Now I know that I shouldn't think such outrageous thoughts as wanting myself to act cute too. I love cute things and that's enough for me. And that's why I love Tsukio-chan. That's perfectly good enough. No one person can have everything, right? Yeah, I have no idea what just happened in that exchange, except that there were some weird phrases that got exchanged, noises, catchphrases, I'm not sure. And Aki, yeah, making jokes. I hope we get some more into that side of her personality in her extra scenes. Because Aki is one of the characters that I feel like we didn't get enough of in the main story. But maybe that's because I'm biased and I really like her, so I wish we got more. Weaponized cuteness? Holy shit. I don't know if I'm ready for weaponized cuteness. Tomi-chan, you in here? Oh, Tsurugmine-san. Yeah. About the school festival stuff you helped with before, I had a question. Oh, what is it? Tsurugmine-san. Tomi-chan's been helping Tsukio-chan and me with stuff since the summer camp. She's helped with school festival stuff a lot, so I had something I wanted to check with her about today, but... What's this girl doing in a second-year classroom? If I'd known she was going to be here, I could have mentally prepared myself and stuff. I mean, I should have mentally prepared myself, but I didn't know, so I didn't. Whoa, this is bad. When I see her up close like this, Hina-chan's just too dangerous. Huh? It's not like it's my first time meeting her. There was our game of tag, and I saw her around during the summer camp, too. But seeing her perched on the edge of the desk with her hands stuck in the pockets of her tracksuit, listening to Tomi-chan with her head cocked a little bit, seeing her up close like this makes my cuteness sensors go crazy. It's like a critical hit. Ah, crap, I might get a nosebleed. What do you mean, dangerous? What? Don't look at me so curiously, and don't you look at me so suspiciously either, Tomi-chan. Well, in Hina's case, it's not just that her existence itself is cute, but it's like you might get bitten if you make a wrong move, which is kind of exciting too. But then her outward appearance is totally like a miniature puppy. Huh? What does that mean? How should I know? You expect me to be able to explain it? Wait, so Kiri's actually saying this stuff aloud? I mean, I guess I should have assumed because her name was appearing around that part of the text, but sometimes this game isn't always consistent with that, so... But really, Kiri, control yourself. Like, this is not something you should be saying aloud to a person. Or about a person. Well, maybe, if it's good intentioned. But this is awkward. I snapped, becoming even more comprehensible. Just before the situation could grind to a halt completely, I got some help from an unexpected source. Well, Hina-chan's cute, you know. It's like poison to Kiri. It wasn't help after all. Ano had butted into the conversation. Just seeing her easygoing smile, complete with the glasses equipped and smelling the scent of her huge fluffy hair was enough to get me. Yeah, so Kiri doesn't call Ano by her first name either. Again, I'm not sure what's up with that. I mean, there are some theories people have told me, but I don't know for sure what if it's like just an inconsistency in the game or if one of those theories is correct. I'm not sure. Since we're friends, normally I can control myself around her, but for her to attack me when my defenses are already damaged by Hina-chan, it's like my brain's just gonna boil in my head or something. I can almost hear the sound of one of those whistling kettles. They're coming at me from every angle. A cool beauty, a Herculean girl, and Shirojo's very own princess. Is this Shangri-La? Heaven? Am I gonna die from cuteness overload? The way Hina-chan acts and talks is kind of weirdly popular around school, you know. And she places 3rd on the Tsurugmine ranking, too. Wait, who's number 2? Because we know Tsukio's number 1. So who's number 2? Is it Ano? Is it Yuna? I don't really know either, but I think she said it was like the complete indefinite guide to cuteness or something. There's a ranking like that? It's the first time I'm hearing about it. Are you being sarcastic, Yuna? I feel like you were being sarcastic there, because there's no way in hell you believe that exists. Well, it's just in Kiri's head, but you can see right inside if you look at her, right? She's totally frozen right now, because her head can't catch up to what's going on outside. Hey, you turn my heart to jelly pretty good too, you know. You don't understand what I'm thinking at all, do you, Ano? Hina-chan, try taking a step toward Kiri. Like this? Come on, don't sick Hina-chan on me. Now, turn your eyes up to Kiri and say this like it's a little sigh. Senpai. Senpai? Like that? Whoa. Ugh. Hina-chan raised her voice and her face stiffened a little. And that's cute too. I guess you'd be surprised if the senpai she'd called out to, that is to say me, suddenly went limp over the desk opposite her. But Hina-chan, looking up at me, saying senpai? Her cute little black eyes like a Japanese dog's looking up at me, and that whispering voice of hers tickling my ears. All of it sends a chill up my spine, and it's great. This is scary. She's scarily cute. How could I stay sane with this weapon before me? Whoa, Tsurugmine-san, are you okay? Oh, she's fine, she's fine. She'll come back to us eventually if you just leave her like that for a while. Is she really okay? I thought she had a question for me. Oh, but Ano, is that ranking you mentioned? First place is probably Sono-sensei, right? And 3rd is Hina. So who's 2nd? Why are you curious? Do you want to be 2nd, Yuna? I don't... Well, of course, Kiri thinks it... Wait, that's Kiri, right? Of course Kiri thinks it's a natural question. Yuna, if you think it's a natural question, that's just weird. Unless you want to be number 2 on our list. Which maybe you do. I mean, it's kind of an honor, right? I mean, Kiri's cool. Yeah, I guess it was Kiri who said it makes sense. Anyways. And it's probably also natural for Ano to look away behind her glasses and hedge her words, since 2nd place is... I'm not sure that I can say. 2nd place is... It's you, Ano Fuji. No, Princess Fuji of Shirojo. Oh, I forgot people call her that. For trying to dodge the question, I snuck behind Ano and grabbed her shoulders. Ah, she feels so nice and soft, and she's got a good figure, too. Hey, Kiri, let me go. I'm afraid I can't do that, Ano. Actually, since you made me into the butt of the conversation, let me touch you. Let me get a good feel. Oh my god, this is so awkward. This is, like, more awkward than Matsuri, like, attacking. I'm doing air quotes now, which you can't see, but imagine attacking Hina after she had run and then was groping her. This is, like, super awkward, Kiri. Don't touch people who don't want to be touched, okay? Like, it's a personal pet peeve of mine, so I can't help it. I get a little uncomfortable when characters act like this in any kind of narrative. Oh my god. I'm gonna pet you so hard. You're gonna, again, this petting thing? Kiri, you might want to be more specific. Because my mind just thinks very, very lewd, inappropriate things. Which I know you're probably thinking too, to some degree. Well, at least when you're talking about Tsukio. Oh my god, I just imagine, like, Ano, like, running around the classroom and Kiri just following her and then, like, doing circles. And then, like, Ano jetting out the door and Kiri following her. Ah, I see. Second place is Ano, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. You know, you disappointed. You can be honest. Did you want to be number 2 on the cuteness list? I personally would put you number 2. Ano's just not really my type, so she wouldn't make my cuteness list. But you would, Yuna. Their commentary didn't even reach my ears as I ran out after Ano. I mean, I heard it, but I was long gone. October. Oh, yes, are we gonna... Oh, I want to find out who the new member is. I knew it. I was gonna be so upset if they didn't, like, tie up this loose end. Not that it was very much of a loose end, but, you know, it's just the principle of Chekhov's gun, you know? You put a gun on the table, it's got to go off by the end of the performance, by the end of the story. If you're talking about a new member for the math club, I want to get into that. I mean, we know. Oh, well, what am I saying? We technically kind of know who the new member is, and it's not a character we've been introduced to, is it? I guess technically we don't know that still, but I remember now. Kiri was talking to Yuna about being a senpai and how nervous she was. Oh, man. Yeah, you have to excuse me. It's kind of been a few days since I've recorded the last one, so... And it's been even longer since I've recorded, you know, the main story when we've had that conversation, so... But still, I'm glad they're addressing this, because I feel like it was a total Chekhov's gun. Like, we need to have this closed. We need to see the new member figure out what the hell, how this contributes to the story, even if it's just Kiri's story. After seeing her off, I closed the door and let out an unconscious sigh. I could feel my shoulders and diaphragm relaxing. That's just how nervous I had been, I guess. I felt a sympathetic hand on my shoulder after I sank into a chair. Tsukio-chan's hand. Good job, Kiri. That took a lot out of you, huh? Mm-hmm. Normally, this kind of physical contact from Tsukio-chan would have me fully recharged already, but I'm really drained right now. Though, that just makes Tsukio-chan's hand feel warmer. It puts me at ease. I just wonder if she'll come back next time, if she'll keep up with the club. I'm sure she will. Oh, and I'm not just trying to make you feel better, Kiri. I could tell that she was really interested in the club. She wanted to join because she liked our exhibit, right? I hope so. It turned out the girl who'd come to the clubroom today was the one from the school festival after all. The one who'd used the blank space on her quiz answer sheet to ask if we were recruiting members. It's been a little while since the school festival, but that's fine. It probably takes some courage to try and join a club out of season like this. Today she just came to say hi and say that she'd be joining on trial basis for now, putting off her official sign-up until later. Who knows if that's how it would actually turn out or not. But if she does join, what'll happen to the math club? Honestly, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about it. Up until now, it's just been me and Tsukio-chan. I've always used that as an excuse to ignore math club stuff and help Tsukio-chan out with her work. That is to say, it's never really felt much like an actual math club. But if the club gets more members, I won't be able to do that anymore. We've kind of fooled around on our own this whole time, but we're going to have to get serious about the club's activities from now on. We'll have to decide on our activities and our weekly schedule first. But maybe we can get some of her input before we determine all that. Yeah. All my anxiety about club stuff, whether or not I'll be able to be that girl's senpai, I've got some mixed feelings about all this. But the one thing I'm not totally satisfied with yet is that this club room where I've been able to be alone with Tsukio-chan is gonna be something else. I guess I just feel kinda... It'll be fine. As if seeing through the murky feelings in my heart, Tsukio-chan quietly took my hands into hers. Her warm, gentle, soft hands. Even just held by them, it kind of made me feel like my whole body was gonna melt. Tsukio-chan? No matter how the club changes with her, Kiri, this won't change. My hands held in Tsukio-chan's. That won't change. Hearing her say that, That's not fair, Tsukio-chan. Are you trying to make me tear up? You and me, Kiri. Until you graduate, after that, I don't know what will happen in the future, but that you and I are together right now, Kiri, is more real than anything else. And I don't intend to change that anymore. Tsukio-chan, you can't do that. If you say that stuff to me now, no, my voice is getting all weird. I want to stay with you too, Tsukio-chan. It's alright, Kiri, just feel what you're feeling now. I'll be there for you, by your side. My heart usually goes crazy over how cute Tsukio-chan is, but now, she told me it was okay, so instead I decided to press her hands to my forehead and cry a little. I'm so happy to have you. So happy that we met at this school. My cute Kiri. Oh, that's a little adorable. Tsukio-chan saying something about me. The words I've always longed to hear from the bottom of my heart. That's when I finally realized I'd always wished I could be a girl like that. A cute girl. But what I really wanted was a little different. I just wanted one person to think that from the bottom of their heart, even if it was only that one person. Soon the math club might not be for just the two of us anymore. But since I've heard those words from Tsukio-chan today, I'll be okay. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Tsukio-chan. Oh, that's it? I was kind of hoping we'd get one more scene. Okay. Well, next time we will return and do Sono's scenes. I'm not going to even try to find where the scene is right now. I know it's somewhere in here. But yeah, we're going to do Sono Sensei, or Tsukio. Tsukio's scenes next. I think that's fair as a follow-up for Kiri. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.